Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can install and set up Visual Studio Code on your Mac operating system. So let's get started and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, open your favorite browser and search for VS Code or Visual Studio Code. And the first link which will appear here will be from code.visualstudio.com. So we are going to click on this link and straight away you will see the download button for macOS. So I'm going to click on this link, and once I click on this link, you will see the download of this Visual Studio Universal .zip file is going to start, and it's going to download the .zip file for Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to click on this show in Finder option, which is going to show me this zip file in the Finder under the downloads folder. So this is the file which we have downloaded, and if you notice, it's a .zip file. So we just need to double click on this file in order to extract this zip file, which is going to extract this Visual Studio Code application binary, right? So you can see the kind is application here. So now the next step is to move this application to our applications folder. So there is this applications folder in our Mac operating system, and all our application which we want to run on macOS should be inside that applications folder. So we are going to open two finders side by side, one for the downloads folder, and let me open one more. So I'm going to right click on this finder and then select applications here, which is going to open my applications folder. You can also click on the finder option and then select the applications from here, right? So just choose this application. And what we want to do here is we want to move this Visual Studio Code whose kind is application, which we have extracted, into our applications folder. So let's try to move this. So first of all, I'm going to select this Visual Studio Code application file and then press Command key on my keyboard if you're not using the mouse, and then drag and drop this into the applications folder. So just drag this icon to the applications folder, which is going to move the Visual Studio Code application from the downloads folder to the applications folder. So once this is moved to the applications folder, we can minimize these two Finder windows and we can click on the apps icon here. And when we click on the apps icon, you will see the Visual Studio Code option here under applications, right? And from here, you can just click on the Visual Studio Code and it's going to start the Visual Studio Code on your Mac operating system. Now, when you start Visual Studio Code for the first time, macOS is going to give you this kind of warning which says Visual Studio Code is an app downloaded from internet. Are you sure you want to open it? We trust this app, so we are going to click on open, and voila, Visual Studio Code is now opened on your Mac operating system, and you can start using Visual Studio Code from now on. So here default interface for Visual Studio Code looks like this, right? Now on top right corner, you will see few options. So here, when you click on this customize layout, you will be able to customize your layout, but we will start from these three options on the right. So first of all, I'm going to click on this option. It's going to open this kind of a chat window, and using this chat window, you can use the AI assistant to assist you in your coding journey, right? You need to configure some LLMs, for example, in your case, if you want to use some specialized LLMs. But once you are done with those configurations, then you can use this chat to create some apps in your Visual Studio Code, right? So this is really nice feature. So when I click on the settings option under the chat, you can see custom agents, prompt files, chat instruction, and then other LLM related or AI agent related configurations, right? So when I click on custom AI agent, you can create a custom AI agent and then add it to your chat, and that AI agent is going to assist you, right? So for now, I'm going to just collapse it. And then there is this toggle panel, which is going to open this kind of panel. So here at the bottom, you will see problems tab, output tab, debug tab, and terminal. Terminal is the normal terminal similar to your Mac OS terminal, and you will also see some ports here. If you want to pour forward some ports, you will be able to do it from here. Let me just toggle this also once again. And then you have this toggle primary sidebar, which is going to show you what you have opened. So in my case, this Docker folder is open, and that's why I see this Docker related files. So if I want to close this folder, I can click on file and then select close folder, and that folder will be closed. And once again, when I click on this menu, you will see open a folder and then clone a repository, right? So these are few options. You can also use this customized layout, which will help you to customize your layout on your Visual Studio Code, right? Now, on the left hand side, you can see few options. First option is for this Explorer, and I already explained from here you can open a folder or you can clone a repository. Also, you have the search option, using which you can search inside your file within your project, and then you can even replace those keywords or sentences using this search and replace feature. Here under the version control or source control icon, you will be able to see, once you have cloned a repository, some more Git related options. So for example, if you have made some changes into your Git repository, then this section is going to show you the changes, and then it will also help you to see the difference in your commits and all the Git related features, right? You also have the debug section. So if you want to run your code and debug your code, you can do it via this option. Now, when you click on this extensions section, you will see what are the extensions which are installed. So if you are installing Visual Studio Code for the first time, you will see under install there is no extension, but you will also see the popular extension. For example, if you want to develop Python related script in your Visual Studio Code, there is this extension for Python. And then if you want to code C or C++, you have extension related to that. And any language which you want to develop, there will be an extension for that in Visual Studio Code, because till now, at the time of making this video, Visual Studio Code is the most used IDE or editor, whatever you want to call it, in the developer community. And then you also have few recommended options like container, and then all those options are available here, right? So you can install those plugins depending on what language you develop or what tool you want to use with Visual Studio Code, and it will help you to make your development journey really simple. Let me close this Visual Studio Code editor for now, and then I'm going to open the terminal. So I'm going to click on this spotlight search and then search for terminal, and then click on this terminal. So when I give this code command here and then press enter, and if it gives you this kind of message which says ZSH command not found code, right? This is normal when you install Visual Studio Code for the first time. Now, when you install Visual Studio Code, then this code command is very useful in some cases when you want to use the terminal, and when you want to use code command to open any folder, or there are many other flags which are available, so that you can use the code command with the terminal to interact with the Visual Studio Code, right? So let me just exit or quit from here, And if this code command is not working on the terminal, we can just close this terminal for now and then quit from the terminal. Right click and quit. And let's open the Visual Studio Code once again. And once Visual Studio Code opens, you just need to press Command Shift P keys on your keyboard, right? So press Command Shift P, which is going to open this kind of interface. And then here you just need to search for shell command option. So just type shell command here and you will see two options. One is uninstall code command from path, other is install code command in path. So we are going to use these commands one by one. So first, in order to just uninstall the stale version of code command, if you have previously installed different version of code or something like this, we can run this command, which is uninstall code command from path, and then click on OK. And once that's done, we are going to once again press Command Shift P and then search for shell command option. And then this time, once you have ran this command uninstall, then this time we are going to run the install code command in path. So just select this second option, and then it's going to give you this warning which says code will now prompt with this. So I'm going to click on OK, which is going to ask me to provide my macOS password, which I use to log into my Mac operating system. And then I'm going to click on OK. And it says shell command code successfully installed in path. Once that's done, I can minimize this Visual Studio Code and open the terminal once again. And this time when I give this code command, it's going to open Visual Studio Code for me, right? This is one of the utility. Let's say I want to open some folder using Visual Studio Code and I want to use the terminal. So I have some code related stuff in my documents folder. So I'm going to cd into my documents folder. So just write cd documents and then press enter. And then give this ls command to list all the folders inside your documents folder. I have all these folders here. I want to go inside the samples folder. So I'm going to cd into the samples folders. Just write cd samples. This is the sample folder, right? So I want to cd inside the samples folder. And then from here, when I run the code space dot command, it's going to open the sample folder in Visual Studio Code, right? So you can see it has opened the sample folder in Visual Studio Code. And this sample folder have some Python script and Python related stuff, right? So it has opened that folder for me, and I will be able to see all my files inside that folder. And this is the Python related file. So you can see Visual Studio Code recognizes that it's a Python script, and it's going to also recommend me to install the Python extension. So when I search for Python here, I will be able to install this extension, and this extension, so it's going to help me with the things like IntelliSense, debugging, linting, formatting, refactoring, and other things, right? You can see the description here. So you can install those extensions and then see the magic. So this is how you can install and set up Visual Studio Code on your Mac operating system. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.